Yes, welcome to another video, and the Premier League is back, guys. Absolutely huge game on Saturday evening against Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously, we lost the first game 1-0, courtesy of a Son goal. So, Standard. Yeah, we need to be avoiding the double and trying to get these 3 points, because obviously Liverpool playing. I think they've got an easy game against Norwich, actually, from what I can remember. So we really need to be looking at getting the 3 points here, guys. So let's have a look at what City need to do in this game, bro, because obviously we lost I think it was the first game of the season, actually.
First game of the season.
We got beat 1-0. I remember that game very well. And my memories of that game were that we just could not put the ball in the back of the net. We had chances. I think Mahrez had a chance or two. Fernandinho had a chance. Ferran Torres had a chance. Yeah. And I'm talking good chances. Didn't put the ball in the back of the net. They go down the other end and score a goal. For me, bro, if we lose this game, I believe it will be purely and simply because we are not clinical enough in front of goal. Now, luckily, against Sporting Lisbon, we were. We really need to be carrying that forward into this Spurs game, bro, because this match is huge.
Yeah, this is big. This is big. This is where our kind of like season's fixtures are taking a bit of a turn for more difficult times. You're not really looking at all games and going, oh, I expect the 3 points, kind of situation. It's more of a, now we're going to have to fight for these 3 points. And this is definitely one of the games where we are going to have to fight for it. They're probably going to try and make it as disgusting as possible. We've watched them a few times, actually, and I think we got to a point where we refused to watch them in our tape-free streams because it'd just be bad. And the way they set up is very, very, very counter-attack. It's like almost every man behind the ball, and then you've just got Son and Kane up front. Yeah. Very, very similar to the way that Chelsea actually set up against us, which could go well for City, but also we've seen how many times that we concede on counter-attack. So that could be a thing. And like you say, the chances is where this game will be won and lost, like the first game. Because it was almost like the tail of the season, the first game. It highlighted the fact that we didn't go get a striker. Yeah. And then we come to it now and we're still talking about taking our chances. Yeah. So hopefully we can, like you say, carry the sporting form through, because we're really crucial then. So, I mean, we smashed it there. So I'm hoping players show up and they've got the shooting boots on.
Yeah, no, it's going to be absolutely huge, this game, guys. I mean, they don't score a shed load of goals, Spurs, despite having, one of the best strikers in the world. They've only scored 28 goals this season. Just for reference, that's less than teams like Southampton, Leicester, Villa, Palace.
Jesus, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it's the same amount as Everton. So they really, really struggle to concede, to score goals. And defensively, they're not great defensively, to be honest with you. Either guys are conceding 29 goals. That's more. Again, that's more than teams like Brighton, Wolves, Arsenal. They do concede a lot of goals. They score a lot of goals, and in fact, we've watched them quite a lot. And you mentioned this, we've watched them quite a lot doing some tier 3 live watch-alongs where we watch other games, and Spurs have just featured in too many of them, truth be told. And I've got to say, guys, I've been really disappointed with Spurs since they got Conte. I genuinely thought when they got Conte, I thought, wow, I know they were obviously struggling a little bit when he came in, but I thought, wow, they've got some good players there. Looking at players like Kane, Son, Lucas, Lloris in goal isn't my favourite goalkeeper, but he's a decent goalkeeper. And I'm thinking, they'll walk this top 4. They will walk it. But they're not walking it. And it's easy to see why, because when you watch them play football, not only are they dull, which isn't really that important, but not only are they dull, they don't score that many goals, and defensively, they're absolutely shocking. And if you go back to that first game of the season, even though they had a different manager, we had chances. It was a disgrace how we got beat that day. It really, really was. So I'm quietly confident on this one. We do have to perform. Defensively, we have to be strong, but if we are defensively strong, and that gives us a good base to move forward, and we can control the counter-attacks, which is where we always seemingly get done against Tottenham, and we can keep Son quiet if he's fit, then we've got a chance if we actually be clinical in front of goal. If we're not clinical, then we'll have a problem. We really, especially against this team, guys, you know what they're like. They'll sit there, absorb the pressure, kill the game, be dull as hell, go down the other end and score a goal. And that is how Tottenham play. That is their game.
Funnily enough, if things go the way of that, you could clip that, and do you know what I mean, that'll just explain if they end up pulling a result out on Saturday, I guarantee what you just said there, bro, is the exact what has happened in that game. I do back us to take our chances. Especially with the way that we've been playing recently.
And bro, they're in terrible form as well.
Like you said, they lost last 3.
They've lost the last 3, 2-0 against Wolves at home. Southampton lost 3-2 at home. They lost 2-0 away at Chelsea, and I think they were really bad that day. They did beat Leicester, but that was lucky in the cup. They got beat off Chelsea in the cup twice. They beat Morecambe. They're really in kind of terrible form at the moment, guys. We need to strike. We need to take advantage of that. Please don't let it be sort of, oh yeah, they've been trash recently, but now they're just going to come.
Now is the bounce back.
Please let that not be the case. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'm really looking forward to the game. Let's move on to a City player then, who I think is going to be crucial now. We spoke about Riyad Mahrez on the video yesterday, bro. But let's go to the other side. Obviously, Grealish, I'm not sure if he's going to be fit yet, but even if he is, I don't think he's going to start because there's a guy come back. Raz is back, bro. He's back in mad form. He's scoring goals. He's scoring worldies. He scored another one against Sporting Lisbon. Raheem Sterling, bro, he's going to be. I think he's going to be crucial in this game. I really, really do.
Has to play. If Raz has the same head on him as he had for the past 2 games, he'll do bits. I back him to score a goal, mate. He's doing bits right now. You can see the way that he took the Sporting goal it was so like you could watch the Sporting goal and the goal from the match previously. I can't remember what game it was. Where he took that goal, and you can see it's the same thing where he's not overthinking it. He's just doing it, you know what I mean? And that's what we've always said. He needs to be more decisive, and it's just like not overthinking these situations. And when he does that, Raz is a world-class winger, and like we said in the he's taken over Frank Lampard for his Champions League goals now, and he's nearing Rooney's 6 off Rooney's, becoming the all-time English Champions League top goal scorer. He's just entered City's top 10 goal scorers of all time.
Yeah.
This guy's incredible, and I feel like he's like the grey man. Really, he's just quietly just getting in all these positions. That this guy, you look at this guy when his career finishes, and you're gonna be like, this guy was literally one of England's best players ever. I mean, right now you could probably say he's England's best ever winger.
Oh, I don't know about that, bro. I mean, he's certainly going to be up there. And I think
at the end of his
career, he's going to be close. But yeah, he's in brilliant form. Obviously, a hat-trick against Norwich, scored a goal against Sporting Lisbon, brilliant goal. And I think he's going to be crucial in this. I think from what I've heard from Tottenham sources, they're having a bit of a problem defensively, and I think the league table backs that up with the amount of goals that they're conceding. I know that their right-back situation, it was funny actually, because when we signed Kyle Walker, they was all buzzing. They thought they'd absolutely robbed us.
They all said we don't need Kyle Walker because we've got Walker Peters.
I mean, that's not materialised very well. You know what I mean? I think they've gone through Walker Peters. I think did they have
Serge Aurier?
Serge Aurier.
They had Trippier at one point.
They've got Doherty there now, and they're having a really bad time. All that means is that Raheem Sterling, because he's going to be playing on that left-hand side, has got a really, really good opportunity to try and skin him and sort of create danger for us. So I'm really looking forward to see what Sterling can do. It's a massive match. Can he handle the pressure and drive this football club to another 3 points?
A caveat to that thing is, and I think this is where Sterling's game will be either difficult for him or he'll excel, is that, we might excel in other areas. The fact that they like to camp behind the ball at Tottenham like a lot of other teams, so he might get doubled up on quite a bit.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
This goes back to what you were saying though, bro, about just making the decision, committing to it. If he's being doubled up on, that's no problem. That happens in football. Make the decision on what you're going to do. If you want to try and skin your man, and be aware that there's probably going to be another man right behind him because they're doubling up on you. That's fair, but commit to it and go for it. You know what I mean?
You don't want the hesitant on the ball when he doesn't know what to do, and then he just loses it, and you're like, oh, come on, make a decision, be faster than that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm backing Sterling to do bits in this game.
I'm backing him,
and we'll have to see how he performs. But let's move into the starting 11, then the predicted 11. Edison obviously in goal. Kyle Walker will return to the team after his little absence in the Champions League. Defensively, well, you've got a whole host of options because any 4 of the centre backs could really play the way that they've all been playing recently. I mean, Diaz will obviously play, and then it's a case of what do you do? Do you go Stones, Laporte, or Ake? I mean, any 3 of them could really play.
I mean, this is like a full outside shot, but you could play Stones and Laporte just like we did against Chelsea.
You could. I think the only reason I wouldn't do that, bro, is because Kane's a big guy, and I think
it's Lukaku.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a shout. It certainly is. I mean, we're going to dominate the ball, and Stones and Laporte is probably our best. Well, it is our best combination in terms of if you're going to dominate the ball, then you probably want them two centre backs. But for me,
I want to go safe in it with Diaz.
Yeah, I think that Kane
Diaz offers more safety for me. Like,
yeah, I just think Kane. You know what I mean? The way he is, I think he's very physical, as is Lukaku. But I just think Diaz for this one for me. And I think I'd probably stick with Laporte. I think Laporte's playing really well.
Laporte had a really good game against Spurs as well,
which is good news. Cancelo will obviously play at left back. Rodri, who is fully fresh after a game off, and then he only played 70 minutes or something against Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
So that guy's ready to go. Midfield's an interesting one. I keep talking about Bernardo Silva. At some point, that guy's going to get injured, and I know people are saying, "Oh, you're going to jinx it." I'm not jinxing nothing. The guy's playing every single football match for this football club and gets rewarded with 6 minutes rest against Sporting Lisbon when we're 5-0 up.
But bro, 6 minutes is a lot considering how much rest he's got this season. So he might be fresh.
Yeah, I mean, he might, don't might he? I think you will probably still see Bernardo Silva
Bernardo
and Kevin
plays
De Bruyne, but I'm just saying, guys, you know what I mean? He needs to be rested soon, please. And then the front three picks itself, doesn't it, bro? With Mahrez, Foden and Sterling. So
very, very, very strong team.
Yeah, I do think at the moment we are in a situation where our team is kind of picking itself, which is good in one way and bad in another, because it's good for the team because they all know what each other's doing because they're playing every single match together. But at the same time, we will need to rely on some of these other players that are on the bench at the moment. Yeah. We're very good players, but just can't get in the team for whatever reason.
Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan. And when we call them up for a massive game, will they be fully ready for it? I'm not sure. It's an interesting one anyway. It's probably a conversation for a different video. But yeah, score prediction, bro. What you going?
I think it's going to be 3-1 City.
Ooh.
Which is big. Just to give you some context, I said Sporting was going to be 2-1 City. So my prediction. I think we'll end up scoring first. They'll have to come out a bit, and then they'll offer a lot more space to City, and then we'll exploit that. But I see Kane scoring against us because it seems to be written.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another close affair. I'm going to go for a 2-1 City win. I agree with you. I think Kane will probably end up popping up at some point, getting a goal. But I think if our team can perform half as good as they did against Sporting Lisbon, I think we'll create chances. And their goals conceded tells me that they do have a leaky defence. So, look, 3 points is just a must here, regardless of the score. Yeah. I don't really care.
It could be 1-0 and I'm fine with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, let us know your thoughts anyway in the comment section below. What do you reckon on the stuff that we spoke about today? If you like the video, please smash a like on it. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We are doing our live watch along for this game. It's a 5:30 kickoff in the UK, so do the conversions wherever you are in the world and come and join us for the live watch along. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit, guys.